Shai Bahashem Rakakwa. Shalom. This is the servant of the bar, GMS Boston. I first want to start out by saying Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwa Dash. Double honors to the head apostles of GMS. A salute to the Yakins tuning into the show through the Spirit. I'm bringing out another show, and this is based on things that I'm seeing in RT News, RT International News, which is news that is less polluted, or is this RT News has less lies than the average American news, because the average American news is owned by these elites, okay, and they're nothing. They do nothing but push propaganda and lies, okay, and we have a filter, which is the scriptures, of course, but RT News is a Russian news outlet that it's more accurate in what it's saying. Now what I see here is the U.S. making threats of sanctions, okay, because this is the only so-called weapon that the U.S. is mainly using against any nation that doesn't comply with the terms of America, okay. Now, I saw an article. What impulsed me to do the show was an article that I seen, and it's concerning threats by the U.S. to North Korea with increasing pressure. Okay, now the North Korea conflict, okay, has died down a little bit. All right, you don't really see it. You really see Trump, really talking about sanctioning North Korea, because Trump and Kim Jong-un did a summit a while back. Okay, they met, and supposedly they shook hands. Okay, but the North Koreans know that the America, or the East, is the devil. Okay, everybody's getting hip to the fact that the so-called white man is the devil. All right, so when they shook hands, okay, North Korea, they never had the intention of denuclearizing, okay, and this seems to be the main term of America, okay, is denuclearization, which is biblical prophecy that these smaller nations, all these nations, will have nuclear capacity, okay. According to Joel, which I'm going to bring out, let the weak say I'm strong. What makes a nation strong is that nuclear weapon. Okay, the ability to harness nuclear power. All right, that's what makes a nation strong. Okay, that was what the whole arms race and the whole Cold War was about, mainly. Okay, it was an arms race, of basically who can develop the baddest missile. Okay, the baddest ICBM missile. Okay, but let me click on this article real quick just to bring it a little bit out. So the heading says, U.S. threatens North Korea with increasing pressure, says sanctions must continue vigorously. Okay, so it says stern U.S. rhetoric has again been heard at the UN General Assembly, with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo warning that North Korea's sanctions must continue vigorously, while threatening Pyongyang with isolation if it misbehaves. And if anybody knows anything about history, okay, you can know that the World War II, okay, starting with the Japanese, Japan really attacked America because of the sanctions, man. Okay, America was sanctioning Japan so highly, and stopping the oil exports, that left Japan with no choice but to attack. Okay, and we're seeing history being repeated again. All right, so the U.S. is just sanctioning these other nations. Okay, these other nations that don't want to comply. Okay, and eventually they're going to attack. All right, because they're going to be cornered. It's like any creature or anything that has life and is trying to survive. When you put anything that has life that's trying to survive into a corner, it's common sense that's going to try to defend itself. That's the natural instinct. So these smaller nations are all going to attack America. Okay, and this is what's going to brew up World War III. Okay, we can clearly see how the Lord is putting the chess pieces, in the right place, man. All right. let me read a few more sentences before I bring out a scripture. It says, speaking at the United States Nations Security Council on Thursday, Pompeo said that if Pyongyang strays from the path of diplomacy and denuclearization, it will inevitably lead to ever-increasing isolation and pressure. Okay, he went on to stress that the enforcement of sanctions against North Korea must continue vigorously and without fail until we realize the fully, final, verified denuclearization. And North Korea is not going to denuclearize. Okay, that's impossible. Also, in RT News, I saw an article that talking about India also being sanctioned by the same thing. So all these other nations, man, they're all gearing up for war. Okay, now this is Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, okay, these other nations, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spear. Okay, so these farming instruments are now going to be turned into war instruments. Alright, and it says, let them come up, Salakia. Let the weak say, I am strong, such as North Korea, India. Okay, assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, thither, cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be weakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, okay, which means Most High Judge, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay, so this is the end goal, man. Alright, all these other nations, you know, it are already on their way. Okay, they're already on their way. And I saw another article in RT News, brothers can look into it also, about this devil Netanyahu, alright, the Prime Minister of Israel, talking big talks, man. Because now, since this guy Trump is backing up Israel, you know, which, you know, Salakia, the United States scratched the nuclear deal, okay, with Iran. So now this devil, you know, because that's what these causers do, man. They stir up shit. So this devil is stirring up, you know, more shit. Okay, which is an article I wanted to bring it out too, but brothers can look into it. And basically, what Netanyahu's doing, he's bringing out proof of how Iran still has, you know, or is still developing nuclear weapons. Okay, and he basically told the UN, F you, I don't care what you United Nations think, as long as the U.S. is backing me up, man. So, you know, everything is coming into play, and you have to be a real fool not to see this, okay? World War III basically has begun, okay? You know, we are in the midst of the, you know, of the very, very beginning, okay? Real quick, this is Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey, okay? Because that's all what the Lord is doing. The Lord is just setting up the traps now. Okay, it says, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Okay, and that's the end goal, man. Okay, the Lord is setting up the traps for these other nations. Okay, you know, these other nations are stirring up war. So this is all signs that we're close to the end, man. We're so close. Okay, like it is written. Okay, when you see rumors of wars, you know, when you see hurricanes in diverse places, when you see all these things, man, you know that is close. Okay, that summer's nigh. All right, so you know, which is what we look for, man. We look for a new heaven and a new earth, and we cannot wait. The men of the Lord cannot wait until these other nations meet their dooms, man, till they go up over there to the Middle East and start knocking each other out. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful plan. All right, that's it, man. That's all I have. I just, you know, brothers can look into RT News. There's a lot of things going on around the world that, you know, the average American is not aware of. Okay, and it's harder than what people think. Okay, World War III is staring the whole world in its face. Okay, and this is all through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Again, this is the prophet, this is the servant Debar, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the head apostles GMS, and salute to the Yakins that have tuned in. To the next one, I say Shalom.